Get it.
Hello. What is it? Week what?
Hi there, Golden Storm. It's week 13 in review. Can you believe it? 13 weeks.
Can you dig it?
And we are at the playoffs. Kev, thoughts before we begin?
Yeah, I hope you all rock because I ain't in them.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for all those who didn't make it. Congrats to those who did. Let me share out my PowerPoint screen.
And you
Share.
also, speaking of sharing, you also sent an email earlier today reminding those who haven't paid to pay.
Yes.
Bunch of freeload. No, not freeloaders. What are they called when you don't pay up?
Degenerates, delinquents.
Yeah, delinquents.
Exactly. Okay, so can you see my screen?
I can indeed.
All right, week 13. Let's get it started. First game.
Let's do it. The first game. Camp Krusty. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Camp Krusty versus the Punishment Due. I could not believe it. I was supposed to win. It said I was going to win by a few, and I lose by a whopping 0.2 points.
0.2 points. And his defense got negative 1.9. I mean, he was basically giving it to you. Okay, wait a minute. I see something. Now, I haven't researched this, and I guarantee you probably haven't. Please tell me about Benjamin Washington. Did he even start for the Saints that night?
I don't know.
He's your player. You start him. How do you not know if he's even playing?
Well, he might have just not gotten any points.
We're going to look into this because if upon further review, you could have started anybody that would have got a point. That might have been something different. But if you started somebody who was out, which you've done before,
look at my team. Do I have any other tight ends?
You could have picked one up. You have a lot of excuses, Kev, and this is why you didn't make the playoffs. Next game.
Oh, both. Okay, we have the shit show, another close one. The Gentlemen Four Quarterlies fall to the shit show by just 3 points. Man, a couple of tight ones this week already.
Super close. Shit show comes to play. And I don't know why he says shit show. He's in the playoffs. Anybody can win right now. All you got to do is make it there, and then who knows what happens.
It starts all over.
Sunday, right? Todd Gurley, 33. Carson Wentz finally shows up with 25. Patriots with 14 on their defense. Jarvis Landry with 18. It is not over, Greg, by a long shot, so please don't consider yourself out. Terry, Keenan Allen. Oh, rip apart my Steelers' heart with that 38 points. Aaron Rodgers with 17 in Green Bay's dumpster fire of a team with their firing of the head coach. It's bad over in Green Bay. The rest of our team, not
unbelievable.
So much, but hey, nice kicker there, Jason Myers for 18. Next game.
It's like these teams aren't supposed to have a down season. Like you're supposed to always win, and then that's it. It's like
it's pretty
tough.
It's
not gonna happen.
Sometimes they pull the trigger awfully quickly.
Okay, we've got the Malibu Stacy. Oh my gosh, the biggest point deficit we've had so far in these games this week is 3. Again, the Malibu Stacys fall just short to the Wild Poopers. Don now out of the playoffs, 99-102. My goodness.
I think this might have been a game of 2 people who were not in the playoffs, so perhaps they weren't paying attention. As I see Trey Burton's 0 score again in Chicago.
Yeah, you're going to scream at the Wild Poopers?
Oh, believe me, if he didn't start, I'll yell at Cat too because the season's not even over. You can do that once the season's over, but come on. You got to keep playing to the end. Maybe it was a meaningless game. Anyhow, we're not going to cover it because they're not in the playoffs, so let's move on.
Okay, moving on. We've got the Lisi Stratus. Okay, now we've got a little bit of distance. The Lisi Stratus is not alone, falling to the Saquon Ha-Ha Mustangs. Dare I say, everybody in the league may have fallen to this guy this year. He is a powerhouse, number 1 seed going into playoffs, the unstoppable, the formidable Saquon Ha-Ha Mustangs.
And look at how he wins, folks. His quarterback, who'd been putting up 30 points almost every week, comes in with a stinker at 9.5. How does he win? Travis Kelce pulls him up with 40. Adam Humphries, that little guy from Tampa Bay, really 19 points. Eric Ebro, 15 points. Very nice. The Texans with 17. He still finds a way to win every time. Congrats. Lisi Stratus, great day from Phil Rivers, Devontae Adams, and Zach Ertz, but not enough to overcome the big man on campus, who I believe only has 1 loss. We'll get to that in the standing. So congrats again, Mr. Kevin. But hey, Lisi Stratus, you're in the playoffs, so next week.
Wait, go back. Look at Clemens' score. He was 1.5 5 points away from everybody on his team scoring double digits.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Really, that was great. I'm sure glad we stopped back for that one. Genius. Go on.
It's a fill-in, dynamite fill-in. Okay. We have another new team called. They lost to the People's Champion, 148 to 135.
Yeah, this was a game that I thought Joe might be able to pull out, but not today. The People's Champion, and this would have helped me because I did my part, but Joe didn't do his part, much like he didn't do his part in the Turkey Bowl where he got hurt. But he couldn't overcome the stinging People's Champ. Christian McCaffrey, 33 again. James Conner, 22 before he gets injured. Philip Lindsay, that crazy-haired fool, 32 points. Insane day for him. He is the hottest guy going right now in the second half of the season. That who knows how it's going to carry him and who knows it's going to continue. But, man, that is a great pick right there. On the other side, 41 points from Mahomes. You can't ask for more from your quarterback. ODB with 20, very nice. Kenyon Drake with 12. 25 from Jared Cook. The return of Jared Cook. If I only would have held on to that tight end. Unfortunately, I'm playing carousel with my tight ends. But good try there, Joseph. Didn't work out as I had hoped, but congrats to the People's Champ once again. Next game.
It would seem that victories for Joe are about as easy to find as intact tendons.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we have another Who Cares game, but close nonetheless. The Braille Bombers fall victim to her son, which we might have to look into that to see if there was any cahoots going on. The Honor Rollers win 145-137.
No cahoots over here, pal. Just winging on my mind. Tariq Cohen with 39. Antonio, thank you, 33. My Goff fell on his foot today with 10 points. I need more than that next week, buddy. Tyreek Hill needs you to show up next week, too. Still got the win with Tyler Lockett at 19. Mama had a nice day with Russell Wilson for 34. 23 from Golden Tate. Good to see him back on the field. And, no, she was definitely trying to play spoiler to me winning the division, but that didn't help because Joe lost anyway, so it's all moot. But good final week to go to roll into the playoffs. Let's go to the standings.
Okay, we've got the standings.
How we all finished.
Okay, Brockway. We've got the punishment due way out in front at 9-4. And if this is the end of the regular season, then congrats to Todd winning his division.
Yep.
Second place with a losing record, the Braille Bombers make it in with 6-7. And on the outside looking in, we've got Ogdenville, the Lacey Stratus, one game in front of second place, wins the division with a record of 8-5. The shit show, even though it's a big shit show, it's not as big a shit show as the Malibu Stacy's. He makes it in with 7-6. Next, we move to North Haverbrook. We've got the cream of the entire league, the Saquon Ha Mustangs, suffer only one loss. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Second place, getting in with a record of 5-8, is the Gentleman Four Quarterlies, and she snuck in because she's only one game ahead of last place at North Haverbrook. Congrats, Terry. 5-8. I don't know.
So wait, hold on, Kev. That actually does matter because that means that if Kat thought she was out, couldn't come back, she might have. I don't know what the history was between them. You know, who won the last games, who won their head-to-head. But she could have tied. She could have had the better record.
Yeah.
She could have been 5-8 as well, and then it might have gone to head-to-head. So that maybe was an important matchup against the Stacys, and with the Stacys playing hard against her, right? So yeah.
Yeah, but lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then finally we have Springfield, the People's Champ, way out in front of second place with a record of 10-3. The People's Champion win the division for Springfield, probably the toughest division in the league, if I say so myself. However, only 2 teams showed up to play all season. The Honor Rollers, with a very respectable 9-4, also make it in. And Camp Krusty, with the worst record of the entire league, winning only 2 games all season, finished the year 2-11. At least I won at something. I won at sucking the best.
Well, Lord knows all the boys in the locker room agree with that. Let's talk about the pickups. Now, this was interesting. Only one contested. I'll let you read that.
Oh, look at that. The Honor Rollers pick up a Notre Dame boy, T.O. Riddick. Then the
No, I dropped Riddick. It's
Oh,
Flame who is bid. Look at
who'd
the
you
Flame.
drop?
I dropped Riddick to get Samuels.
Oh, who cares about Samuels?
Look at who else tried to get him.
The people's champ. Oh, yeah, that was a battle. You both bid $3. You tied.
Wait, now listen, here's what happened.
Yeah.
Connor
What
goes
happened?
down. Connor goes down. He's ruled out for this weekend already. They're already scratching him off there, and he's not playing, right? Now, I
Okay.
know Jalen Samuels is the backup. They're going to split time with he and Ridley, but still, Jalen Samuels is going to get the start for the Steelers, right? Now,
Yeah.
I know the people's champ is chock-a-block full of powerhouses, right? Of all
Yeah.
these great people, right?
Yeah.
In order to block his butt from getting Jalen Samuels, just in case he has a good one, I looked at his budget. He only has $8 left to his name at the end of the season. So Maddie bids $9 just to screw Jason so he can't get Jalen Samuels. I was not going to be beat by him, and I got him. So take that, Jason. I hope it breaks your team.
Okay, and does this also mean that you dropped Dan Arnold, another tight end,
Yes.
and you picked up the Packers defense? Is that what you've done?
No. See, I dropped the Packers defense, picked up the Lions. I dropped Dan Arnold and picked up Chris Herndon, who I've had before. So welcome back to the team, Chris.
I don't see the Lions on here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's on the second line, and you have to read across. It's not up and down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so this
Sorry
is how.
about that.
And no problem. All right, let's talk about the playoffs. First, now, I'm assuming that because Jason said he might have to go in and monkey with, the order based on how we do things head-to-head, blah, blah, if there were any ties, whatever, right? So I'm assuming that what was in the computer as of last night when I put this together
I
is
would think so.
matchup. So, first matchup.
First matchup, we
First
have
versus last.
the Gentlemen's Four Quarterlies getting in with a questionable record. Fortunately, she's got a tough road to hoe, a tall hill to climb, going against the #1 Saquon Haha Mustangs, who've just been on fire. Look at the projections on his team. That is just nuts. 154 to 127 is the current line. Anything can happen on any Sunday. 1 week playoffs, so you never know.
Now, what hurts Terry, and I hope she addresses this sometime soon, is Matt Burita's out, and he was a good running back for a while there. So she needs to find somebody to fill in because, again, that's going to change the line on that one. But yes, a tough road to hoe. She's going up against the #1 guy in the league. He has all the weapons in the world, but we have Andrew Luck going up against Houston, a tough divisional opponent. Maybe they're not going to let him get away with what he's done before. Adam Thielen goes to Seattle, again, game out of Minnesota. Might be a tough matchup. Robert Woods going against Chicago. They have a good defense. Travis Kelce against Baltimore, good defense. So this may be not a trap game for Kev, but certainly one he can't take lightly. He can't just brush this off like, I got this, no problem.
Yes.
So I think this represents hopefully a good game. I'm hoping for a close one. Good luck to both teams, and it'll be interesting because I know a few people that have been #1s that have been knocked off in the first round. I think I've probably been one of them in years past, and it is the worst ever. So you want to go in strong and come out with a good first win in that week 1. So let's go to next matchup.
Okay, the next matchup, we got the Braille Bombers. Mimi going up against another tough team, the People's Champion, also projected to get a monster score. Poor Mama's got about 50 points somehow to make up in this matchup. Who she got? Oh, we've got AJ Green out. Ooh,
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough. That's like obviously her best receiver. He's been in and out all year though, so she's been dealing with that. She'll have to move that out again. That'll change the line, not by 47, I guarantee you, but it'll be a little bit closer. Jason has the edge. He is the guy loaded. I mean, Drew Brees, Christian McCaffrey, Phillip Lindsay, Michael Thomas, Edelman, Graham, Gordon, Spencer. He's got it packed. But any given Sunday, fall on their face. It's happened before. I beat him twice, so don't say it can't be done. My mom's got Wilson going up against Minnesota, who used to have a good defense, but we'll see what they look like this weekend. And otherwise, she's going to be chock-a-block with running backs, really. I mean, she hasn't put Fournette back in there because he's now back in, so she's going to yell it out. But she's going to literally probably start 4 running backs versus where a lot of other people, do wide receivers, more receptions. But she has the strongest four on her team are probably the running back, are probably running backs. So she's going to flex 2 running backs. We'll see if that strategy works out. Should be a good game. Hope it's closer than a line here.
Okay. And then we've got the Honor Rollers going up against the Lisi Stratus. Hey, this may not be an easy one either. It's got you guys under 20 points as the spread. I'm looking. She's got to get Carlos Hyde out of there with only 2 points projected. The rest, pretty solid.
Yes. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This is, I think I lost her the last time I played, as you can see the result before down there. So, yeah, no, there is nothing easy about the playoffs. Once you're in the playoffs, it's tough. I got stupid Jared Goff going to Chicago was a great defense. That doesn't fill me with a lot of hope right there. I got Alvin Kamara outside in Tampa Bay. I hope that works. And, you know, it's like, do I start Ingram? Do I not start Ingram? I don't know. I can't not start Cohen. He's going against the Rams. Okay. Antonio Brown in Oakland. God. Sometimes Pittsburgh has just tanked when they travel west. And I got 2 guys, both Antonio and Juju, going against Oakland. It's going to be an S show to see what's going to happen. And again, you'll see my switch out with Dan Arnold. This was done before I picked him up today.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill.
That's what I was just going to ask. Who are you putting in?
Yeah. No. It's already changing my lineup. I just haven't done it since this was getting done last night.
Do you have another tight end?
Oh, yeah. I picked up Chris Herndon from the Jets. So look out, Jennifer. I'm sure you're shaking in your boots over the Jets tight end going after you. She's got Phillip Rivers going against Cincinnati, who's lost their quarterback. That is not good for them. Right, they're just going to be going crazy. Adrian Peterson had a great night the other night. Hope he doesn't do as well against the Giants. She got Devontae Adams at Atlanta. My God, that could be a track meet. That scares me to death. And then Zach Ertz at Dallas. Big divisional game. Zach Ertz is their best receiver. I'm hoping Dallas' defense shows up and stops him. And then George Kittle, sweet Jesus, going to Denver. At least they have hopefully they'll have a good defense. Oh, no, I don't think they're going to Denver. Shoot, they're coming to San Francisco. That doesn't mean
Look at that. She's got 2 tight ends in her lineup, and they're both studs. Yeah.
Kittle's been studly, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. It's going to be a toss-up again. Nothing easy once you reach the playoffs. Last game of the
last game is the shit show, just less shitty enough to make it in. You're in. I don't know what you're worried about, especially going in with some of those players. Yeah, looks all right. Going up against the punishment due, their line is the tightest in the entire lineup with just about 10 points splitting the 2. And however, that's with Todd, with Greg Olson still in there, who is out.
And they'll switch that. Yep, obviously.
Yeah, so that might get a little better, yeah.
Although, you know what? Because Todd's broke, he might not be able to switch him out. He may be stuck with not even starting a tight end. We'll have to check that.
He spent all of his money?
He spent everything. He mentioned that at our get-together. And Jason's like, how could you do that going to the playoffs? He's like, I got faith. Don't worry about it. Now Olson's out. He's like, oh, crap. He still says he's confident. And again, when you're starting Watson and Hopkins, that is a deadly combination that can make up for a lot of missing tight ends right there.
Yeah.
We'll see how Aaron Jones does and Sony Michel. Maybe he has a big day. On the other side, you got the S show all in with Gronk. Does he have a big day against Miami? Todd Gurley's normally good for at least 20 or 30. Carson Wentz, if it's the Carson Wentz we saw on Monday night, that'll be a good day. If it's not, could be tough. But again, they have the tightest line. It should be really interesting. I cannot wait for this game. It's going to be great. It's going to be edgy.
Yeah, this one's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So look forward to that. Now, I think that is the last slide. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to stop sharing. But now here's our special bonus content. I'm going to try this. I haven't done this before. So let's see if this works, okay?
Let's see.
Okay, I'm going to share this. You tell me if you can see this. Can you see this?
I'm waiting. Okay, yeah, it's not playing, but I see a pause.
No, it's just frozen. Okay, so what we have here, people, is the world premiere video of Joe tearing his tendon. That's right. Kathy was on the field for NFL Films filming this for Turkey Bowl.
Where is he so we can
Joe
focus?
is in the green with the blue sweatpants on.
Oh, he's right in front of us.
With the orange gloves. He's calling out his brother, right?
Yes.
Small fat butt leaning over in the perfect hiking stance, I must say. And the play is going to run to the left, so I'm just going to give you that because it's only 9 seconds long because, unfortunately, Kathy wasn't the professional I hoped she was and, like, stayed on the – as soon as he went down, she stopped filming. I was like, what'd you do? I was like, oh, yeah, stop filming. But we're going to watch this once just for you to see it, and we'll play it again with us breaking down the game film, okay?
Okay, let's see it.
All right, so here we go. So I'm going to play it just one time through for you to watch it, okay? Enjoy.
I hope I see it when you play. Oh, it's pretty choppy, but oh!
So, wait a minute. I got to go back. Now we're going to replay this, okay? So I'm going to replay it. And here we go. He's calling out. He starts to move. And then right here, oh, I paused right there. You can see the leg starting to go down. It's starting to fall right there. And you're going to see the leg just kick out at the bottom. Oh, and he's down. And right there he's down. And he's already starting to hold it and roll. And, folks, that is the end of it.
Can we play that again and stop it right when he goes down so I can see your effort right there? Look at
Oh, my arms are out. I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, folks, I'm going to have Matt play it again. Just watch you the entire clip, and you'll see the effort you put out on this play.
Wait. There needs to be an explanation for this. Hold on. There's an explanation. Hold on.
Play it again. Focus on number 94. Oh, doesn't get up.
Okay, I'll tell you. Wait a minute. There needs to be a thing. First of all, there was no blitz allowed. Midwit blitzes here. You'll see my nephew blitz in, which he's not allowed to do. There were no blitzes in this game. And not only that, the play was supposed to be a run to the left, and our quarterback stood there and then threw it. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's a run to the left.
Okay, before you hit play again, I want to count all of the steps that you actually take in this
I
play.
don't think there's any steps.
Let's see. All right, go. All right, he's hiking.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
I turn into a circle.
Yeah, just a spin.
Matt turns in a circle. That was more than Sewell did. He at least looked back. But I, in fact, try to make a turn, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Timmons has really let himself go.
Pass.
Timmons has really let himself go.
Oh, Timmons is not looking good. That's what I get every year. Oh, that guy's really let himself go. I'd go somewhere, Jason. Oh, Hines Ward really beefed up there. I'm like, shut up. Not funny. Too much
Hey, at least you're out there. I like it. I like it.
I will post this one along with our video on there so everybody can watch it and enjoy it and send a prayer out. Now, the good news is he was supposed to be cut on today. He went down to Dr. James Bramble in Atlanta, who took a second look at the film and said, now, you know what? We're not operating. You don't need surgery. You're going to go to rehab. So he's going to get a little PT for his knee. They're going to do some stretching. No knife cuts. Looks like he's not going to need surgery. So that was good news for Joseph. And we wish him.
You said he went to Atlanta?
No, I'm kidding. That doctor, people that follow sports will get that because Dr. James Bramble is the guy that everybody gets really hurt. They go down to Atlanta. This guy named Dr. James Bramble, who supposedly has this brilliant clinic that heals everyone. So, anyhow.
Is that where you went when you hurt your knee in the bathroom?
No, unfortunately, I went to the Roseville Sutter, and Dr. Van Tassel didn't see it fit for a PT for me immediately, which Dr. Stafford then countered with and said, well, if you would have come to me first, I would have given you PT. And I'm like, well, we're like 4 weeks down the road, Doc. Should I do it now? Nah, you're fine, I'm sure. Like,
yeah, you're fine. See?
Still not 100%.
Even the doctors are like, you're fine, Matt.
But hey,
suck it up.
Now, Joe is announcing his retirement from the Turkey Bowl, which I'm hoping he reconsiders and thinks, you know what? Maybe not next year, but maybe the year after he'll play. But we'll get him out there at least to have some fun, and maybe we'll create some positions for he and Clemens where they don't have to move on the field. They'll be on the field, but like you can't touch them. They'll just be like in the back or something like that, right?
Maybe they could be like the end zones.
They'll hold their hands up, kick it through not my head. All right, man. Well, hey, good luck to everybody who made the playoffs. For those who didn't, hit your books and start studying up for next year. Kev, any parting thoughts before we go?
No.
Okay, well, Kev, sign it off. Good luck in the playoffs, buddy. Kev, take us home.
Stay classy, Bone Storm.